Welcome back. My name is Taylor Bell, and this is eSim Studios. It's a pleasure to have you in today. A little under the weather, but gotta release something. Gotta push through. We did get big news last night, so I did definitely want to hit on this the announcement of this device, the OnePlus 12. This has been a highly anticipated device for a number of people. One thing I have yet to see is if T-Mobile has made an announcement if they are going to carry this in T-Mobile stores. I know they signed a multi-year deal with T-Mobile, um, basically more than a few years back, but I know they re-signed their deal. I guess it was a few years back because they first released the OnePlus 6 in T-Mobile stores. But once we find out, I will let you know. But this does have the highly expected or highly sought after and thought about Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. This will have a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. Basically, now the two main things, that's not the big news about it. Well, I guess there are possibly three big things. I'll let you know right now, and then we'll get into what it looks like and all that good stuff here in a second. First big news in regards to this device is it will have a true 2K display. I know in the last few releases, whether it be the Pixel series, Pixel 8, Pixel 8 Pro, and the Samsung Galaxy, every year the nits go a little higher. Oh, in the iPhone, right? The nits, how bright the screen can get a little brighter with seemingly with every release coming out. This one's supposed to set a new record for nits again, over 2,000 nits, but that's not the full news. The big news on the display is it will be a true 2K AMOLED display. Should be absolutely gorgeous. Cannot wait to check it out in real life. It should look phenomenal. Now, second big news on this device is it's going to have a ton of RAM. As y'all know, I love RAM. The more RAM, the better. I can never get enough. This one should have, I think, 16. It's either 16 or I think it might be 24. We'll double check, but that's a ton of RAM, and I'm all here for it. The third big news is they moved the alert slider. Yes, it will. It is confirmed. It will have the famous alert slider, but they changed positions. So where did they put it on the device? Let's see. Present screen. Okay, sorry, I'm just readjusting my stuff here. Let me just try to see what gets a bigger. There we go. It probably gets a bigger showing. Okay, so let's look. A relocated alert slider. So the new OnePlus 12 teaser reveals color options and a relocated alert slider. The latest OnePlus flagship will be available in white, black, or green as seen here, and is set to launch in China on December 5th. They're going to release the Chinese version on December 5th. They will release the global version. They're expecting sometime around the new year or slightly after. They're gracing the Chinese with a first chance to purchase this device with basically a month of exclusivity. Now you can buy it on AliExpress once on December 5th. It will be available, and you can just it'll have all the proper bands and frequencies in there for you to use in America. Now, and you can just simply change the language. I mean, I've bought phones, Chinese devices, and you just simply change the language. It's basically the same phone. But if you want to wait, the official global version will release around the new year, basically a month after this gets released on the 5th. Let's see. It looks fairly similar to the OnePlus 11. Let's see. The OnePlus 11 had its alert slider in that exact spot. So the OnePlus has moved the alert slider to the opposite side on the OnePlus 12 to improve antenna performance. So it should get a signal boost. They're saying basically where it was located on the OnePlus 11. I think it was on the right side, right here. They're moving it. Okay, they're moving it to the left side. If you can, what the hell? Let me see. That light looks really nice. Look, let's see if I can zoom in on this. Can I zoom in or no? What's going on? Well, anyways, you can see that little speck right there. That's the alert slider. It was on this side, but they're saying in the OnePlus 11, it not only had the alert slider on the side of the cameras, but there was an antenna band that was either sitting right underneath the alert slider or right beside it. This year, they moved it from the camera side, the right side. They moved it to the left side of the device, away from that antenna band. So, I mean, theoretically, it should get a little better signal performance from at least from that one specific antenna right there. But we'll see. We are planning on getting this device. So I don't know if I'm going to get the global version or, excuse me, the Chinese version, or I'll probably just wait for the global version. But we are going to get this in-house and test it out. I used to be all in on OnePlus. Major. It was a major go, as Flossie Carter would say. Throughout the years, my interest in OnePlus just nosedived. It seemed like they got away from their niche group, sort of the enthusiast brand that they started out. And seems like every year has gone on from the OnePlus 2, the OnePlus 3T, the OnePlus 5, 5T, OnePlus 6, 6T. Those were the heydays. That's probably when OnePlus was really gaining some ground as far as market share. Since then, or at least here in America, right? In Asia, I'm not sure what the numbers look like, but here in America, not so much. But I think they're on the right path. Look, they're never going to go back to, and that's why I love Nothing so much. It's more of an enthusiast. You get the real nerds like myself enthusiastic about this release because it's hard to explain, but I think OnePlus is getting back to that. I was not a big fan of this stovetop camera design. It looks like a stovetop. But they're putting some really good hardware in there. It will be a true 2K display from China's BOE. This is a huge display manufacturer. Now let's see what kind of specs we got here. OnePlus 12's key specs includes a new Sony LYT808 sensor for its 50 megapixel main camera and a 64 megapixel 3x periscopic telephoto camera. Man, both supported by Hasselblad camera for mobile. The OnePlus 12 will also feature Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3, a 2K display panel from China's BOE, and support for wireless charging, rain touch, and infrared remote control functions. Cool. They're bringing infrared back. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, you see the infrared sensor right up there, that little black dot. The small one's the mic, the bigger one's the infrared. Man, that's awesome. Okay, let's see what these look like. Oh, it almost looks silver. I'm not sure that looks white, but it might look different in person. Ooh, that looks nice. We had the OnePlus 10T. No, OnePlus 10. And I really like that black on there. That it looks like black sandpaper. Ooh, it feels good too. It's really grippy without a case on it. Very, very grippy. If you don't like these slick phones, look, I put this phone down without the case on it the other day on a counter, right? And it was so slick with no case on a counter. I turned away for maybe 30 seconds, talked to my wife or my daughter, I can't remember. I turned back around. It slid. It's so slippery. Now this is supposed to be a level countertop. This thing is so slippery. When I turned back around, it had moved maybe 8 to 10 inches, just slowly moving, and I caught it right before it fell down. So this looks to be the opposite. If you hate slippery phones, same thing with my S23 Ultra. Same thing, or even more so with the Pixel 8 Pro. This thing is a slippery son of a gun. This thing right here, the Nothing Phone 2 is the slipperiest phone I think I've ever had, as far as just smooth, but it feels great in the hand. But you have to keep an eye on it when you put it down with no case. This one's probably the second slipperiest. This will also move around. It has some feel to it. This glass, the frosted back glass, it does have a feel to it. Nothing Phone 2, it is pure glass, smoothest glass you'll ever feel in your life. And this looks to be the opposite if you hate slippery phones. Now, I wanted to get into some RAM, though. Let me see what kind of RAM we got. I wanted to confirm that. Come on now. I'm not sure we'll get it. It looks like we just got the basics: cameras, processor, colors, and alert slider. But are we? I saw RAM on a report here. Let's see here. Okay, so check this out. Here's some more cool news. The company, they moved remember we just spoke about moving the alert slider because to give a antenna band more room or more space to pick up signals. Well, OnePlus is claiming that the move would improve signal strength by 3 decibels and reduce latency by 15%. So apparently it's a pretty big move that they did there. So if that's true, I definitely see why they did it. I honestly don't care where it's put. It is very cool and very neat to have an alert slider. Glad to see it back because they took it out on the OnePlus 10T. So, and it looks like their release schedule is going to be once a year. For those that don't know, OnePlus famously would release flagship devices every 6 months. You know, Samsung, Pixel, iPhone come out with their flagship devices once a year. OnePlus famously did it every 6 months. Now, I think they're switching to 1 year because it looks like it's been a full year and there's no more T series, which would be their 6-month increment device, but flagship device. But I don't see the RAM. I'm not gonna pull y'all too long on this trip with me. Actually, you know what? Let's Google it real quick. I did want to mention this device though because it looks badass. Okay, OnePlus 12 RAM storage teased ahead of next week's launch. Let's see. And OnePlus 12 might pack more RAM than you ever could need. I might need it. Now, the average person, I agree, probably not. If you are, I think I'm a rare case. I'm not an average person when it comes to my usage. I throw a ton of stuff. I gotta have a ton of RAM on my computer, like 64 gigs. I tried to run computers at factory 16 gigs, and I would have the fastest, newest processor, but the small amount of RAM would just make everything laggy and would not hold. I use a ton of Chrome tabs. Let's see, where are we at here? Okay, a Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 could should do duty inside the OnePlus 12 with a large vapor chamber dissipating generated heat. This is what. Look, real quick before we get into the RAM, and we'll get out of here. But real quick, this is what I wish Google would do. This is what I wish. Now, Samsung, I know they have a special, I think it's patented heat dissipating hardware technology inside their devices, or at least the Ultra S23 Ultra and the S24 upcoming S24 Ultra. This is what I wanted Google to do with their Pixels. They've notoriously had an overheating issue on their flagship, well, even on their mid-ranges, right? Because how many Pixel users out there, that have had a Pixel 7 Pro, Pixel 7, a Pixel 6a, Pixel 5a, and the damn thing overheats when you're outside taking videos. I have before this was launched at the end of the Pixel 7a, at the end of the Pixel 7 Pro life span that we had it. I believe it was just before. If that came out in October, check it out. If you go back, I think it was a video in August of 2023, so maybe 3 or 4 months ago. My Pixel 7 Pro overheated. That was a major issue, and I didn't realize it until the summer rolled around, till 10 months later, because when these Pixels get released, it's fall time. Temperatures fall down, so you don't really notice the overheating. But when the next season summer rolls around, like 10 months later, and it gets 100 and something outside, a lot of people's phones overheat. I need Google to put a vapor chamber heat dissipating vapor chamber in the Pixel devices. Please. I can't really test the device to see if it'll overheat until summertime, so I still got another 6-7 months to go. But anyways, we'll move past that. But check this out. It's gonna have stock is 16 gigs of RAM, and then there will be a higher storage variant, right, with, I'm sure, I don't know, I hope they do base 256 and then upgrade option of 24 gigs of RAM and 512 of storage, because 128 is just not enough. But you will have the 16 gig RAM variant and the upgraded 24 gig of RAM. Now, 16, perfectly fine. That's still more than 99% of devices, but the 24 gigs is insane. But heavy gamers, heavy users are gonna love that option. So thank you very much. Oh, what's the wired charging at? Oh wow, it's gonna have a 5400 milliamp battery. That's huge. That's ginormous. That's bigger than the S23 Ultra, and it's a huge phone. So let's see, 100 watts wired. So you'll be able to charge it in 20-25 minutes, and it should last you all day. That is a huge battery. Actually, that's one of the bigger ones I've ever seen put in a mobile device. So this looks to be a very, very nice phone. We will definitely grab one when they get launched, and we will review it, test it out, and compare it against all the others. So just wanted to release that big news today. Thank you very much for joining us, and stay tuned, please. If you're watching this and you didn't catch my yesterday's video, check out my yesterday's video, Cyber Monday deals. I spent all day collecting and looking and searching and finding Cyber Monday deals for everyone to just go to my video, and then we have listed in the description box. We have it broken down: best Cyber Monday TV deals, best laptop deals, best gaming laptop deals, best iPhone accessory deals, all sorts of stuff under the sun. Best tech deals under $50 for stocking stuffers. Best tech deals under $25 for stocking stuffers. There's I included 15, 16, 17 links in that video. Probably thousands of items. Now, I don't go over each item, but this may be about this long, about 18, 20 minute long video, just lightly reviewing and scanning over the deals. But go check out that description box. I have updated it since yesterday to include a couple more things. So if you're looking for a last second deal on Black Friday Monday, Oh, let me tell you, well, we took advantage of some stuff too. So, actually, never mind. Well, no, let me get out of here. I'm just rambling. All right, y'all. Check out that video. Peace out. Please subscribe. If you got any questions, hit me up in the comments, and I will see you tomorrow. Peace.